So thank you for the kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be presenting here today at Eyecelerator. Tenpoint Therapeutics is a pre-commercial stage company with a lead program in presbyopia and a novel pipeline of ophthalmic medicines to rejuvenate the aging eye. And we're building an outstanding leadership team at Tenpoint. Our development team has over a dozen global drug approvals over the last 2 to 3 decades. And our commercial team has been involved in over 30 successful product launches, and some of those are shown here on the screen. And in this presbyopia drug category, all of the products in development or those on market are leveraging cholinergic agents. Cholinergics work by constricting the iris sphincter and the ciliary muscles. When we constrict the iris sphincter muscle, we bring down the pupil size and create a pinhole effect, and that increases depth of focus, so we can see better at near and also at distance. But these drugs also constrict the ciliary muscle, which can induce a little headache and brow ache, potentially vitreous detachment. And all of the formulations in development or on market have had some degree of headache, showing that they do constrict this ciliary muscle. From some independent research, it's been shown that the ideal pupil size when you're undergoing and performing this pupil size reduction is 2 to 3 millimeters for all presbyopes under different lighting conditions through the day. So in reaction to the market demand for a long-acting and well-tolerated presbyopia-correcting eye drop, we've created Brimacol. Brimacol is the only fixed-dose combination therapy now on an approval pathway. This is combining carbachol and brimonidine synergistically. In this formulation, carbachol is the cholinergic agent, so that's the one that's bringing down the pupil size. And brimonidine, an alpha-2 agonist, is doing a few things mechanistically here. Number one, it's increasing carbachol bioavailability, so it's helping the carbachol stick around and do its job for longer, providing greater peak efficacy and also, again, longer duration. It's also reducing ocular redness, as we're familiar with. So we have now completed our 2 pivotal studies. We did file at the end of the first quarter. Brio 1 was our first pivotal where we needed to demonstrate contribution of elements, that is compare Brimacol to carbachol and Brimacol to brimonidine. We won that study, giving us, again, the only approval pathway for a combination in this category. Brio 2 was our second pivotal study. This was largely a safety study that ran over 12 months. We just wrapped that up earlier this year. That dosed 629 subjects across 47 sites in the US and generated over 70,000 dosing days of data, more than twice as long and more than twice as large as the nearest competitor. So these are pupil data from Brio 1 and Brio 2, and you see here that the pupil data is virtually identical. That's the first thing that's striking in these data. Again, Brio 1, 15 sites, 182 subjects. Brio 2 here, as I said, 47 sites, and the curves are virtually overlapping. This is showing the greatest meiosis of any drop in development or on market. And you see that we're bringing the pupil down and keeping it within a safe range, balancing your needs for near and distance through different lighting conditions through the day. These are data from Brio 1 showing that when we look at a change from baseline in letters read and an area under the curve analysis, Brimacol beat both carbachol and brimonidine. The primary endpoint here for UK and Europe was at 8 hours. We met the 8-hour primary, but we also showed significance out to 10 hours. And this here is some data from Brio 2 showing that over time, this comparing day 7 in the clinic to day 270 in the clinic when subjects came back, that you're reading letters a little better with time, so as you're chronic dosing daily at home with this drug, if anything, your vision is getting better. And we see no tachyphylaxis on the pupil effect on the right-hand side, which means that at home in the real world, this drug is going to work day in, day out. And beyond improvements in near vision, Brimacol was statistically significant against carbachol on hyperemia measures. We increased reading speed by almost 40%. For people in this study, that's a real functional benefit that patients in the real world will come to enjoy. And in terms of desire to use, we found that 35% of people in Brio 1 said they wanted to use the drug every day. And in the chronic dosing study, 72% dosing at home every day rated the duration as just right. And these are treatment-related AEs, both from Brio 1 and from Brio 2. The first column there, Brio 1, a single day of dosing in the clinic. Again, Brio 2, this chronic dosing period. What's notable here is the significantly lower hyperemia, again, of Brimacol versus carbachol. We also found, and it's not on this slide, that vitreous detachment rates for Brimacol were equal to vehicle, equal to the background rate and fourfold lower than carbachol. We believe that may be due to the addition of brimonidine. These are our timelines. Again, we have filed for Bremicol, and we move the other pipeline assets into the clinic through 26 and 27. Thank you again for the opportunity to present.